Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined by Patsy Brison, and you are the co-founder of an organization called COIN, Coalition of Island Neighbors.
That's correct.
Tell us, what is that?
Sure. Yes, it's a group of island residents, mostly residents, although we do have some folks who have businesses on the island and welcome them. But we were formed to be able to recognize, evaluate, and address issues that affect Hilton Head Island. So when we recognize them, we find out what are the local issues, what do folks care about, and when we evaluate, we do our research to try to find out about the issues. And then if we can address them by finding some common ground and advocate to try to improve the conditions and issues that affect island residents.
I love that. It's really, sometimes it's hard to have your voice heard. And when you have people who all feel the same way about a certain thing or need awareness brought to something, can you talk about some of the issues that you all have been able to sort of bond over and get some momentum behind?
Sure. There's some which we've already addressed, but some we continue to address. Two of our key issues right now are the 278 Corridor Project. Our organization started last fall when the 278 Corridor Project really started off on the island, and so we're continuing to address that. Secondly, the town manager selection process. We are advocating for the public to be more involved in that, and the firm selected by the town does not include the kind of public involvement we want. A third issue that we care very much about is environmental stewardship on the island. And along with that, a fourth issue over tourism and how that's affecting both our environment and also Native Islander culture on the island.
Yeah.
Which leads us to the next issue, and that is we care about the WHHI Task Force recommendations, and we're advocating to move up the timeline and to address those recommendations. We feel like the town has fallen behind on that, and we're starting to see some movement.
So being that we have such an engaged community here, and there's some people that are very specialized, some organizations that are very specialized, I imagine you all have been able to create some great partnerships. Tell us about that.
Well, broadly, we've worked with folks behind gated communities, which have POAs. In addition, folks who, like me, don't live behind a gated community, and to reach out to organizations or neighborhoods there. In addition, the Native Islanders, a very important group on this island who are often ignored, and we have reached out to their leadership council and involved with Native Islanders. But we welcome other groups, and some of which we found with groups that Risa Saraden Prince and I are the co-founders of COIN, the Coalition of Island Neighbors, and she's been active in Port Royal on the Arbor Nature issue and other issues, the Coalition Against Hate. So we partner with other groups on issues.
You all are busy.
We are.
There's a lot going on. Now, is this basically online based? Do you have a Facebook page? Do you meet in person, or how do you all go about it? How can somebody get involved?
Pretty much all of the above. We do have a Facebook page, Coalition of Island Neighbors, or COIN is how you can search for it. And with that, you can connect with us with our email address, which I don't have committed to memory at this moment, but it is available through our Facebook. In addition, we use Nextdoor for communication. Mm-hmm. We have an email list where we reach out to those who provided us with their email address. We've also used change.org. And when we were involved in the COVID-19 issue at the beginning, and we're still involved in that, we advocated to protect island residents. And through doing that, we received over 5,000 signatures on our petition on change.org. We were pressing the town since mid-March to do a lot more. And one of the things that we did accomplish is that we urged the town to communicate both in English and in Spanish in all their communications.
Well done.
Because they were not doing that in all of their communications.
Well done. So folks can find out a little bit more about the issues or the things that you're bringing to light. They can go to your Facebook page.
That's
COIN.
right.
Just search COIN on that. Coalition of Island Neighbors. It's fabulous. I'm so happy to spend some time with you and learn a little bit about what you all are getting behind and sharing with the public.
Thanks very much for your time.
All right, perfect. We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.